Okay, so welcome to our first In Touch with Experts of 2024. This session is about kangaroo-a-thons and how to celebrate Kangaroo Care Day to improve your kangaroo care program and all the things that you can do during, for kangaroo care. And not only for Kangaroo Care Day, which is May 15, but throughout the year. So my name is Jamila Jackson. I am the founder of Kangaroo Care Day. I started in 2011, and I'm also the CEO of Nurture by Design and the maker of the Zaki. I'm the mom of Zach. He's 23 years old. He is a former preemie, and he definitely changed my life. Oops. Okay. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a little bit of kangaroo care, what's the timeline, how it started, about kangaroo-a-thons, what is a kangaroo-a-thon, how to do it, what to expect, what are some frequently asked questions, and then I want to give a overview of the Zaki app, which is our new baby here at Nurture by Design, and I am so very excited about it. So Kangaroo Care Day, it's on May 15. May 15 is when Zachary was born. So I needed a date to do Kangaroo Care Day. So I selected Zachary's birthday. Zachary was born in 2001 when he was a preemie, 906 grams, which 23 years ago was quite little, or at least it was little for me. And I started working with the Zaki hug. I don't know if you guys know the Zaki hug, which is the little hand that goes around the babies and simulates the hands of the parents to stay with them. And then when I was doing work with the Zaki, going to different NICUs, I noticed that we were not doing kangaroo care. I did kangaroo care. I think the reason that I did kangaroo care so much was because I am Colombian. And when I was in Colombia and I was a little girl, I saw I saw it in the news that Colombia had invented this method for preemies. Not that I was a news junkie when I was 11, but there were only 2 channels, so you listen to it. So I did a lot of kangaroo care. We had a flood in Houston when Zachary was 3 weeks old, and it shut down the hospital. So we lost power. We lost everything except oxygen. And so I kangarooed Zachary as soon as we got there. He was total without any power for 9 hours until he was evacuated. And I kangarooed about for 5 hours when I was able to be there until he was evacuated. And my husband got a crash course on how to bag him. And that day, if his birth changed my life, this day totally put it upside down. And I made a promise to Zach that his pain and struggle to survive were not in vain. And I would dedicate my life to helping babies like him and families like mine. And I'm here 23 years later, still doing that. In 2006, when I was doing we did a study, 2006 to 2007. Why were you not doing kangaroo care? Why was I going to all these NICUs and not seeing moms kangarooing? Even if I saw moms, I didn't see them kangarooing. So I wanted to know why, why is that? What are the roadblocks in the United States for kangaroo care? So we could put all most of the answers in 2 big buckets. One of them was safety. The babies can slide, the moms can fall asleep, the babies, can extubate. There was nurses just said, it's more work for me. And I wanted to know why, some of the nurses allowed me to kangaroo, and then some of the nurses didn't allow me to kangaroo, and they were not so open for me to kangaroo care. What we found was one of the big findings from that study was that when the babies are on the bed, the nurse has a lot of safety, the responsibility of the safety of this baby, and also has the control, like the baby's not going to fall to the floor and the baby is under, mostly her control. When we ask a nurse to put the baby on the parent's chest, we give the control to the parent, but the nurse keeps the responsibility. And that's very hard to do and very hard to ask of someone, especially because kangaroo care, it has the risks, right, of falling and all that. So to solve that problem about safety and to allow parents to sleep during kangaroo care, because I slept with Zach and I remember waking up and the feeling is still with me of waking up with Zach on me. And it was just probably the only sleep that I had during those 5 months that we were in the NICU. So I wanted that to be, more parents to experience that. So I needed to make one device that would be safe and help parents, and staff be comfortable, so we can do more kangaroo care for longer time, more times, and more people doing it. So the other big bucket of answers was awareness. We don't know how to do it. And again, this is, 2006, 2007. So, it was not on the curriculum. It's a lot of new nurses, a lot of people that never heard of it. Parents never heard of it. And a lot of the answers were, if the parent asks, we'll do it. And then I was like, how would the parents know to ask if we don't tell them? So, we decided we were going to have a day of awareness where, we would talk about kangaroo care. We would increase awareness, increase the buzz around kangaroo care, the benefits. Why do we do it? How do we do it? How do you do the transfer? Who is the person that, who can do kangaroo care for how long, how many times a day? So that was in 2011. And after that, I've seen that, with the help of everyone and the work of every one of you and everyone in the world, kangaroo care is, it's more prevalent. But now in 2018, we had the Gates Foundation was working a lot on kangaroo care, and they gave us a grant to find a way to improve kangaroo care. And so what we decided was to make an app, develop an app that would help NICUs keep track of kangaroo care, do analytics on kangaroo care, and manage kangaroo-a-thons, because we feel that kangaroo-a-thons are a very important way to see where your kangaroo care program is, like the state of kangaroo care, right? You do it for two weeks. It's very effective, but it's very difficult to do it by hand for the whole year, right? It's fine. It's easier to find someone to do it for 2 weeks during kangaroo-a-thons. It's just harder to do it for the entire time. Very few hospitals have the system where you can put kangaroo care, and many of them, if it has it, is just yes or no, but it doesn't say how long or anything like that. So it's very difficult to do analytics. And to me, being an engineer, having 4 engineering degrees, counting is important. If you don't count it, it's because it doesn't count. So where the message we're giving to the parents and the staff by not counting it is that it's not that important, because in the NICU we count everything. We count every little thing. You guys chart everything. So by not counting kangaroo care, that's the message that we receive as parents, and is that it's okay if I do it, and if I don't do it, it's okay. You're not going to count it anyway. So I'm excited to present the app today. So this is the Zaki Zak. Is used from the time that the mom gets to antepartum. They can do laboring on it. You can do a delivery, postpartum, C-section, couplet care, NAS babies, 1 baby, 2 babies, 3 babies, moms, dads, grandparents, anything, babies that weigh between 1 and 15 pounds. So you can check that on the Zaki.com. And then we made a huge, and probably hopefully those that visited our website up to this year, so that we changed the website. I think it's beautiful. We did a lot of changes, and basically what it is we have resources, and in the resources we have things that you can download for free. Many of the things that are there or most of them are things that people ask us to develop, and then we just have it offered to everybody. One of the new things, for example, is that we have a template for a for a press release. So you can download it and you can just add whatever you guys are doing and what the name of the hospital and all that. And then you can give it to the marketing department, and then the marketing department can give it to the local news. And that's how many of the hospitals have been featured in the news. One experience, for example, from Dawn, I think she's here. She said that when she did a segment with the local news, the parents of the NICU really liked that they were doing a good story about the NICU and about kangaroo care. So that tended to improve kangaroo care and for them to want to do more kangaroo care, which is I think is the reason why we do all these, is to improve kangaroo care. Then we have the Kangaroo-a-thon, which there is, what it is and how to do it and all that. The marketplace are just some products that you can buy if you need like a thank you gift or prices or stuff, and then you can join the kangaroo care movement. So a Kangaroo-a-thon is basically a snapshot of your kangaroo care program. Usually hospitals do it for 2 weeks, but it's not necessarily 2 weeks. It can be 1 day, it can be a week, it can be, and this is just one of the ways that NICU celebrate Kangaroo Care Day. It's not the only way, and it's not, it's just that the reason is to see what is your snapshot of kangaroo care. Obviously, during Kangaroo Care Day, we see that, or during Kangaroo-a-thon, we see, or Kangaroo Care Day, we see that kangaroo care goes up, but when it goes down, it doesn't go down to where it was before. So we're always going to see a trending up of kangaroo care when hospitals celebrate Kangaroo Care Day in any way. So Kangaroo-a-thons help because you actually take a look of what is happening during kangaroo care. So you can identify roadblocks in your unit, identify where some opportunities for training that you have, and then you document what is happening in your unit. So like every 6 months that we do a Kangaroo-a-thon, you can check it. So right now we're doing a Kangaroo-a-thon during Kangaroo Care Day, and then another Kangaroo-a-thon during World Maternity Day, which is exactly 6 months later. So that worked out really, really well. And then it's fun, and you guys are so creative. I wish you send me photos because you guys do such a great job There is always a super creative person in every unit, and or more than one. And in the website, we give a lot of ideas of what you can do, you know, from bringing cupcakes. We even give a recipe for a foolproof cookies recipe. So now when you join a Kangaroo-a-thon in the website, you get a package. This is whether you do it with us or by yourselves. You know, you don't have to do it, you know, the ones that we do, but we wanted to give like a, you know, like a roadmap of what you should be doing during Kangaroo Care, you know, to prepare for it, for the Kangaroo-a-thon specifically. So the first step is to join the, you know, register in our website for Kangaroo-a-thons. You can go to register and then, I mean, Kangaroo-a-thons, and then register in our website. And then we'll send you a packet, what we call the welcome packet. And it has this, it's just a PDF basically with, I think it's 14 pages. So here we give you, you know, a project plan, like what do you think of, you know, like the basic things that you need to think about, like who is doing what are the responsibilities, because even if it's just a very small task, it's always good to have someone responsible for it. So for example, if you're doing Kangaroo-a-thons manually, you need to give the cards to every baby, and somebody needs to do that. So that will help you see how many people you need. You have a project calendar, invitation, and instructions. And that's to print and distribute to every bedside, so every parent gets their invitation and a, you know, instructions on what to do. Then on May 15 or wherever your dates are, you execute. So you get tracking cards, you get all that for the parents to fill out. And then if you're doing our Kangaroo-a-thon, then you can submit if you're doing it by hand. We don't recommend doing it by hand because it's a lot of work, and that's why we did the app, but we're giving also that option. We're going to do this year both the app and manually. Probably in November, we're just going to do the app, but you always can do the manually, always. So we also have what is called the Kangaroo Care cards that is also available in our website. And that is just a bunch of cards, and it has, you know, cards that help you with the Kangaroo-a-thon as well. So you can print them, give them to people in the unit, have them around the unit, and then you can just fill them and give them away. You know, once, you know, when you reach like a certain milestone, it's always good to celebrate. So we also have like posters where you can do the what's your goal, and then where in the goal you are, and that helps parents, you know, be really participants on that. As far as tracking during Kangaroo-a-thons, you have several options. One of them, just these cards are also in that packet. You can give it one per baby or one per coach or staff member. And then each day they can write how many hours did they do. And then we have the total of the week and then the grand total. And we mark there where Kangaroo Care Day is. You know, some of you do it from May 1st to May 15th. Some of you, you know, do it from Mother's Day to Kangaroo Care Day, or from Kangaroo Care Day to Father's Day, or whatever you want to do. Option 2 is your own system. If you, some of the hospitals have already, how many of your hospitals, anybody has like places where you can chart all the duration and all the oops, what happened? Hold on. Okay, here. Oh, so okay. So did you raise your hand to ask a question, or did you
To answer your question, most of the Florida hospitals, because we did that with our our paired project, our quality project,
Yeah.
they actually set up so that they could chart and retrieve the data using the REDCap system.
Okay. And what information is included in there?
Oh, there's tons, like when it started, how long it lasted, who did it. I mean, you can go through the whole thing.
And
So,
then
even if they were, we actually did unintended consequences, which I was really happy with because in 2023 we had over 5,000 episodes of Skin to Skin Care, and just so that your folks will know, we had exactly 2 extubations
which
with
has
5,000
which is
episodes.
too many.
Well, it is too many, but it was the same kid, and he was really good at tonguing his ET tube out. So, but I mean, I think one of the things I've always heard nurses say is they don't want to do it because they're afraid they're going to do it. We had over 5,000 episodes in a year, and only, it was the same baby, and he did it twice.
Do you know what was the average session duration?
It was less than 1% throughout, and most of the sessions we recommended be at least an hour long.
But
And I
the,
can tell you kids were on oscillators and everything having it done.
that's great. That's great. So
So
you get like the average per baby per day for like the
yep.
for the
Yeah,
kangaroo.
we did. I don't remember what the numbers are offhand. I know we did do a presentation at Graven's with our data.
Yeah.
Myself and Laylis Vernon.
Oh
And
yeah.
I know Laylis is gonna be presenting at the neonatal parent network as well.
Oh,
And
and
she'll be
yeah,
presenting the data there as well.
that's great. That's
Mhm.
great. Well, congratulations. You did a wonderful job in Florida. I was helping several of the hospitals.
Yes, you did. You did. But I wanted to I mean, that's another way that a lot of the hospitals were using Epic and they were able to build it in. And then we were able to capture the data through the REDCap system, which made it much easier than somebody manually having to go through the charts all the time.
But that one is the nurses the ones that enter the information?
Some of the our smaller hospitals had nurses as their data person, but some of our larger hospitals actually had a data person who did the data.
Oh, but it's not the parents.
No, some hospitals actually had the parents do it as well. They had papers or they had things like that, but
Oh, yeah.
for the purpose of our project, we needed to have somebody turn in data.
Wonderful.
So
And it's been is you still do it?
many of the hospitals that we talked to, because we are now working on a discharge project, they are still continuing. We've encouraged them. Actually, I encouraged them, a lot of them, to sign. I see a few people I know on the webinar from Florida. So we did encourage them to keep it up. We started, we talk about it in our monthly coaching calls that it's coming up and to think about it.
Great, great. Well, congratulations. So yes, that's another way. If you have your own system, please go ahead and use it. That's fantastic. I hope I wish someday everybody will have and count it, because that's important. Option 3 is the one that comes with the welcome packet, which is tracking cards that you print and give the parents, and either the parent or the staff will fill them up, and then you collect them, and then you make all the calculations, and we'll give you the Excel file where you just put this information, and then you'll calculate the your average and the data that it will help you determine next year if you did better than this year. And then option 3 is the Saki app, which I will talk to you about it, and I'll give you a little bit of a demo in a little bit. And for the Saki app, you can start now. You can make your team, and I'll show you how now, and start inviting your parents and inviting your staff to join. And then when you have your contest, then they join automatically. So you don't have to do anything to get people to to join anything different. If they are part of your team, then they will participate automatically. So this is the app for the parents. So we have two apps basically. One is the mobile app, which is for parents, and then one is the web app, which is for the staff and the coaches and the team leaders. So for the parents, when we started the conceptual phase, we asked, would you use an app for kangaroo care? And the majority of the people said yes, but not if it's only for kangaroo care. So we added feeding, sleep, growth, hygiene, other, journal, and a section for learning, which we are developing. So they can do everything. The Kangaroo-a-thon will only get information from the kangaroo care. And it's everything HIPAA compliant because the parents make a username for their baby, and they just share with every baby and every coach. They only share their screen name and the duration of kangaroo care, not even who did it, just the duration of kangaroo care, and then where are they located, like what the city, state, and country they are. This is the way that it looks. And you can invite people to be in the app. So I can invite my husband and share any of the activities with him, or all the activities, and then we both can see all the information. We can also invite a nurse or the doctor if I want them to see the data of my baby. That's and then skin to skin. We have who did it, how long did they do it for them, and then we only share the duration, like I said, with the others. Now, this is the baby's group, which you go to this is important because you might want to help the parents. You go to the hamburger menu on the top left of the dashboard, and then go to manage groups, and there you can invite people, and then you can also accept invitations from others, and you always get an email saying that you got invited for someone. Now for the web app, which is our dashboard for the staff, where you guys will be using these are a couple of definitions. So a coach is anybody that helps parents to kangaroo care. So it can be physicians, therapists, nurses, other parents, volunteers, lactation consultants, anybody that helps these parents kangaroo care. The team leader is the one person of the team that is responsible for the Kangaroo-a-thon. So that is the team leader, and then the host team leader is the team that hosts a contest. So in this case, we are going to be hosting it, so we are the host team leader. So the way it works is the parents will join, and the coaches in the mobile app, and the coaches will join in the Zaki app, and I'll show you in a minute how to do that. Then coaches and the team leader, so we'll start as a coach, and then we'll create a team, and then we'll invite everybody to join the team. Then the team leader create contests or join different contests, and then everybody else participates automatically. And then, you get all the information that, for you and for the rest of the teams. So you as a team leader would go to the Zaki app, and then you will sign up as a coach. you go through your registration, and it asks you things that will help us later do more research and a little bit of demographics. We want to know, how many times you have facilitated a kangaroo care session, and just things like that. At the end that you register, it asks you, do you want to join or create a team? If you're the team leader, you're going to create a team. If you are a coach, you say you want to join a team and then give the team code. When you're the team leader, then we give you a PDF, which is in my next slide. And then the team leaders create or join contests. So as soon as you create your team, you will get a PDF that you can either download from the web when you are registering, or you also get an email with this attachment. And the idea is that you take this invitation and you print it for every baby and you put it on, on the unit, or you email it to your staff to give, or the parents, to give them information on how to join your team. So it has a team code here, and that is what they're going to use to join your team. There are two types of contests. And we call it contest because kangaroo-a-thon was such a long word. So we just call them contests, but it's a kangaroo-a-thon. So a one-team contest is when you, as a team leader, say that you want to do a contest just with your team. So you don't need a contest code because everybody joins automatically. And you can do it for 1 day or for 10 days or however you want. And then the multi-team contest is when you have different teams. And when, like, for example, you want to do a contest that is only with your, 5 NICUs from your system, or you want to do one that is only from Canada or only from Florida or only from your city, whatever, you can create a multi-team contest. And then by creating a multi-team contest, you become the host team leader. And then you get an invitation to you that you can forward, and you give it to the team leaders of every team. So by the team leaders joining the contest, then their babies and coaches will join automatically as well. The Global Kangaroo-a-thon is the one that we are hosting, which is from May 1st to May 15th. The parents, like I said, download the app. The coaches go through, through the web app. This is the invitation for the Kangaroo Care Day Global Kangaroo-a-thon. So once you go through your team creation, it will ask you, do you want to join or create a contest? You say, I want to join a contest, and you put this number, and then you will participate in the Kangaroo-a-thon May 1 to May 15. But you will receive these just in case. When you tell us that you want to participate in the Kangaroo-a-thon with us, that's the team code the contest code that you're going to be using. Now I want to give you a super quick demo of the app. And I'm going to share my screen from my phone so I can show you what the parents see. I need to stop that share. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the app this is the Zaki app. There are a couple of ways that the parents can log their kangaroo care. One is to just press start and a timer starts. Here you see the kangaroo care of the baby that you selected, right? So you can have different people do the kangaroo care. So we have moms, dads, grandparents, whoever the parents give permission to do kangaroo care. I always say that a healthy chest is better than a mattress. So, and then here you see the sessions per day. So you can see not only how long is each of the session, but who did it and at what time. If you want to see, for example, the group member that you want to see, Emma, how much they kangarooed, then you can select just that group member. Now, when they go to the compete on the bottom, here they can see their team. So this baby is in the team where the team goal, which is given by the team leader, is 1 hour and 15 minutes. My team average for today, because this is all today, if you see underneath the name of the team, it says today. This is what the team average is, the total duration of all the babies. There are 5 babies and the leading baby is 3 hours and 12 minutes. And then it shows your babies, that meaning the babies that you have or the babies that you have access to kangaroo care through the group invitation. Then you have the contest, and the contest, when it says all days or overall, means from the beginning of the contest to today. So in this case, my team is 2 out of 4. Then you can see past contests. So wherever this baby has been in different contests, I can see, how my baby's ranking and what is the information. Another important thing is we want to know if the parents think that their babies cannot be kangarooed. So if they believe that they cannot kangaroo their babies, not that they cannot come to the NICU because they didn't have time or couldn't do it, it's just if the baby is medically not allowed to kangaroo care. Because a lot of the information that we get from here for the team leaders is, what are the parents thinking? Why do they think that they cannot kangaroo? So that's important. And then if they do that, we will remove them from the average, because when we do an average, we take everybody's time divided by the number of babies and divided by the number of days. And that's how we do the ranking for kangaroo care. Now, when you do the ranking, we have my team and my contest. And for my team, we have today and overall, and we have all my babies. And then basically is the same as the first, but here, if we show the top 3 on my babies. In this case, all my babies are mine, so I don't see anybody else. But if it's, if there is another mom with another baby that is the top 3, they will show here. The information that you have is the baby, which is the screen name of the baby, the average, and where they are located. Because we want to, it's sometimes unfair to compare a baby in Texas with a baby that is in France or in Sweden, that they are doing a lot of hours of kangaroo care. Hopefully we get there, but and then in my contest is the same, but instead of showing the babies, we show the names of the teams. And then we show where are they, how many babies they have in the team. So you can, they can see, well, the average is higher because they have less babies or whatever. And then the state and the country as well. And then we have graphics of either the team or the contest, the KC average, the duration of the babies, and the number of babies. And then the globally is only for the parents. And we have like everybody that decided to participate in the globally. And here we say, from all the babies, and then babies in my country and babies in my state. So they can also get it, like a benchmark on my, I am holding for, 30 minutes, but the average is 3.5. So let's see if I can do at least the average. The news is news that come from the top. So the hosting leader can send information to the to the team leaders. The team leader can send information to the members, to the babies and the staff, but they can't go up. So they can only go down. Now, Google here. Okay, so this is what you will see. Let me log out so you can see. So this is the app for the Zaki app. If you're a coach, you sign in here. If you're a parent, it will tell you to download the mobile app, and here it will tell you where you download it. So you can always send the babies here. So I already have, I'm going to sign in as a team leader. So I'm going to sign in as this. Okay, so information that you can get from here is both, again, for the team and for the contest. So this is the dashboard, which you have the top, let me make it smaller. You have the top 3 babies for today and the top 3 coaches for today, plus me. So if I am if I'm in the top 3, you're only going to see 3, but if you're not in the top 3, I'm going to see mine in copper color. Then the overall is for the time of the contest. So in this case, we are in contest day number 7 out of 20. And we can see again the ranking of the babies, the coaches, and then some more information about the duration, how many babies, how many coaches, how many sessions. The way I didn't show you these. Hold on. I'm gonna when let me, I didn't show how to do the screen. Okay, it didn't work. What happened? Share screen, start broadcast. Come on. There you go. Okay, so if I want to do a session for the baby, I'm going to select the plus, and then I'm going to do it manually. I can also do it with the time. It asks you, are you wearing the Zaki sack? Yes or no? Because we want to do some research on that. That's the only time that you actually see any of our products. Then if you are the owner of the account, you can select somebody else. So for example, if I am the mom and then my husband did a session, but he didn't put it in, I can actually do it for him. The date, we have date that says today. The duration, we can say start time, end time, and duration. And when you give 2, the third one is calculated automatically. So let's say that I am just ending, and I'm going to say that I did it for 2 hours and 52 minutes. And then I can save. These questions are asked from the parent, and you as a team leader have access to the answers. So how do you rate your overall skin to skin care of your baby? Let's say he did great. Who transferred the baby to and from? So you want to see how your sessions are being done. If you want to do more standing transfer, then obviously you want to keep track of that. Is there any activity performed with the baby? So basically what we want here is to show them what they can do you know, when they do kangaroo care. So let's say that somebody else interacted with the baby. How did the session end? We want to know if it's the parent asking to stop the session, or the coach asking, you know, you need to put the baby back. So let's say that it was somebody else that decided, and I was relaxed. Here is, we ask, what is the most supportive coach? Then you can look at the screen name and then just say that, you know, I give LOD my session, and this is how we populate the duration for the coaches. So every time that a parent selects that coach, that person will get the entire duration of that session. So now we can go back. Any questions so far? No? Okay. Now, so back to here, we have the contest is the same, top 3 teams and yours. You can always see only this information from other coach or other teams. You will never see the names of any baby, the names of any coaches. You don't see, you know, just durations for the babies. Now here we have the information of the team. Here's the directory of who is in your team. So you have babies and coaches, and you have active and inactive. Inactive are the ones that have left your team or that you remove, because since they are joining with a team code, then sometimes they put the wrong number and they join the wrong team, or you just say this baby is not in my team, so that you can remove them. They can also teams and babies can leave automatic, you know, whenever they want. This is schedule contests. So here, for example, I'm going to, you know, I can say join a contest, and that's where I would put the number that I gave you for the Kangaroo-a-thon. This is the sessions. So you have information for all the sessions that are happening, and you can export it, and expanding the survey will give you the information of that little survey that they do at the end. And again, all that is optional, so you will only see the ones that they did. The non-eligible are the ones that were said, my baby cannot kangaroo care, and then you have the reason why. And so if this is, for example, if they say, you know, my baby's in the ventilator, and you are doing kangaroo care with ventilated babies, then you will see that you need to do a little bit more training, so the nurses are more comfortable offering it. This is the team ranking. This is the contest ranking. Another thing that is important is that in here for the timing, your current location would be the location where you're looking, like the system of your computer, like where you are, and the host team location is the location of the team leader, because we work globally. So the contest, for example, in this case is in Central Time, and that's from midnight to midnight, from midnight on the morning to, you know, from the first day to midnight at the end of the last day. So if you are in Easter time, then it's going to be, your current location is going to show the equivalent to my time. So you would be March 28 at 1 in the morning, and then March 29 at or yeah, whatever, at 1 in the morning as well. Here you have the team ranking, the KC average per baby per day. This is the contest ranking. So this is all the babies in the contest, all the babies, all the teams. And then how much is the duration, and then how many babies. We also have graphics that you can see. So the KC average, and again, by team or the contest. So the team is your babies and your coaches, and the contest is everybody that is participating in the contest. then you can, this is for the team is available from the day that you start the team. So if you start the team today, then you're going to have data starting today, and hopefully this trending is going to go up. Number of babies, duration, coaching duration. That means selecting who selected, number of coaches recognized. Then we have the news, and this is where you would give send the messages to the parents in my team, coaches in my team, and all leaders in my contest, because I am the host team leader in this case. Then we have the history, which is what teams you've been before, and then what contests you have participated before. And here you can look at the details of each of the contests. And that's it. Now, questions, comments, suggestions.
All right, I know this is probably super obvious to everyone else, and I just didn't understand it, but could you please explain to me how the coach, so the coach and the parents are signed up. How is it, like, if I go in and talk to a family and
Yeah,
I'm supporting them to get all settled and they get the baby out and they're doing skin to skin and we talk for another period of time and then I move on and I'm talking to somebody else,
yeah.
then I don't know, what is my role there as the coach? Like, does the duration of the time
Right.
that kangaroos go flows into somehow into my thing for some reason?
Yes. So
Okay.
in this app, we wanted the parents to be involved in kangaroo care. That's why we decided that the parents are the ones doing the tracking.
Okay.
So the nurses really will, their jobs would be first to register in the team, and
Mhm.
second to help the parents and share their screen names so the parents can select them.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So we want it as little as possible. Now you as a coach will also have the account in the web app, and you can go
Okay.
and see. But for example, you're not going to be able to see all the sessions of every
Right.
baby. Only the
Right.
team leader will see that. But you will
Okay.
able to see which ones you were selected on.
Okay,
Like
perfect.
everything that, all the sessions that you were selected as the coach, you're going to be able to see it.
Okay.
Now, we didn't want to show all of them because we didn't want people to get offended because this certain mom didn't select me. So really,
Right.
you don't know if they didn't select anybody or they selected somebody else.
Okay, good. Okay, great. Oh,
But
good.
you can also, the team leader can also edit. Like if you say when you see the duration, it says, this baby held for 10 hours. And if
Right.
you know that in your unit that cannot happen, then you can talk to the parent, but you can do the change, and it will change in the parents app as well.
Are they able to select one coach per session? Is that how that works?
Only one.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Only.
Perfect.
Anybody else? Let me see the text. Yes, Chris, we'll make it available for sure. Was it helpful? Was it clear? Any feedback? Anybody?
Is this the first time you're rolling out the app?
The app for the Kangaroo-a-thons? Yes.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
first time. Yes. As
Fantastic.
a matter of fact, I want to do a test Kangaroo-a-thon before the May 1 to May 15. And I wanted to know if any of you would be interested, and we will want 5 teams, and each team that has 5 babies and 5 coaches. Would anybody be interested in doing this? Can you text in? Can you send a text or email me?
I will bring it up at our committee meeting, which is right after this. And we'll see what they say.
Awesome. And I will be there helping at all times.
Okay, great.
Hold on. There is a question. I'm not clear who goes around asking the parents to download the app. Okay, so this is something that is not necessarily just the app, but it just reminded me. There are some parents that don't want to participate. One of the things that we see is that some of the parents say when you give them the tracking card when it was manually, they would say, that's not my job, you need to do it. So I suggest at the beginning, just invite those that want to participate. And then, success is usually very contagious. And, parents can join at any time. So if you start with 5 babies and then you start posting, this is how many time we have, and this is the baby that is winning, and they start looking and they start talking, hopefully more of them join. But the invitation that comes with as soon as you register your team, that one is going to be available, and we suggest that you download it and then give it to all this, the staff, either by email or post it, and then like like an invitation for every baby, so you can leave it on the bedside and just explain to them, we're doing a kangaroo-a-thon and we're using the Zaki app, so it's easier for everyone, and we don't have to do manual calculations, and then we can see the results every time. You don't have to wait until the end of the kangaroo-a-thon to see what your ranking is. We did a test with several moms and they loved it, and so please give me feedback if there is anything else. Chris, yes, I'm going to be there. Exciting. Thank you. Anything else? Any other questions? Something that was not clear, something that will help me?
So I work at a hospital that is, our clientele is a lot of Haitian Creole and a lot of Spanish speaking moms. Is the Zaki app in Spanish or Creole?
The Zaki app for parents and staff is available only in English, Spanish, and French.
English. Okay. All right. So maybe they would understand the French Creole. I don't know. Okay. Thank you for that.
Eventually, we're going to add more languages, but those 3, Spanish is because I speak Spanish, so it was easier for me, to do the translation.
Mm-hmm.
And then French because we wanted also Canada to, and Europe obviously to participate.
Okay.
And if they enter the information in French, like if the reason to not kangaroo in French, you're gonna get French. Like we're not doing that translation, the translation of the app, but not what is yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, I hope you guys use it. This is my latest project, and I am so proud of it that I really hope that it's going to help you improve your kangaroo care, which is like the whole reason to do these.
I have one other suggestion, perhaps.
Yes, please.
So sometimes when, if we have a baby that's on a vent or even higher level of respiratory support, you have more than one person helping. So as a therapist, I may be helping a nurse, and then we have an RT. Is there a way to design the program where the parent doesn't feel obligated to have to choose between the 3 people? Like who's my favorite today, or feel awkward about any of it? So I'm not choosing anybody and nobody gets credit. So is there a way like if the therapist and a nurse, then it can be divided up in times or something to that effect, so a parent doesn't feel obligated to select one.
Yeah, usually what we find is that there are, like, in the same day, the same 3 people are going to help, right? Or in the same week, or in the same different shifts is going to be. So we try to do the division of of coaches, but it made it too complicated. And when we did the test, the parents were like, I'm not sure what to do here. So we just said, let's pick one. So if the therapist help you, in one session, then you choose the therapist, and in the next session you can pick the nurse, and then in the next session you can pick, somebody else. And then everybody gets the timing. But yeah, that came up. But unfortunately, when we said, we said, well, do we do it half and half? And then they're like, but what if I only want to pick one? And then so it just became a nightmare during our testing. So that with me, simplicity is the best. So we just said, give, would it be okay if you give your health session in the morning to one of the coaches, and then the next one to the next coach, and you can do that. It just became too complicated to do the more. We hired a mathematician, even though I'm an engineer. I just designed it, and then we had the mathematician do all the, how to do all the calculations, because that's above my pay grade.
Yamil, this is Sue Bowles. I also want to
Hi,
mention
Sue.
to folks that Mary Coughlin, in her book Evidence-Based Care, has competencies. She has competencies for the staff and the parent for doing skin-to-skin care and doing the transfers. And we made full use of that with our project in Florida. So I would like people to know that that's out there and it's available, because that's a great way to you start getting the parents comfortable. They do it with the doll, they can do simulation, and the same thing with the staff. So I just wanted to put that out there, that you don't have to create it yourself. Mary's done a great job with it, and it's already available.
Yeah.
So I would encourage people to take a look at that, because I think, at least in my practice, I've found that parents who have that, and even staff who have that simulation before they do it, it goes much smoother for them, and they feel much more confident.
Yeah, that is definitely a great suggestion. We always say that, for kangaroo care, the parents also need to know what's supposed to happen, so they don't, they don't feel like what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. And then, by the way, I'm writing a paper with Mary Coughlin that is going to come out probably in May for about trauma-informed care. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, she's an amazing, and so are you. You're both amazing women, so I'm sure the article is going to be amazing. So
yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I took her class on trauma-informed care, so it's super recommended. Actually, I recommend it at all to everybody.
But as I said, I'm always being involved in quality. Our motto is share seamlessly, steal shamelessly. So if the work has already been done,
go
ahead and use it. And if you really want to use it, you can just email Mary and ask her if you can use it. And she's very free with things like that. So that people do not have to create new things. She wants the best care for our kiddos. And I would say, it's available. Don't reinvent the wheel.
In our website, in the Zaki.com, under evidence on the Zaki-Zak, she actually did a study implementing kangaroo care in 3 different NICUs in Portugal, and she used Zaki-Zak, and that she published the paper, which is amazing. She loved the let's see. Great, Ida. Okay, so there is one question about the funding on the Zaki-Zak. The funding on the Zaki-Zak, I can help you with that, especially because kangaroo care is I went to the dentist last week and I saw a sign that said, you don't have to brush every tooth, only the ones you want to keep. And And so it made me think, you know, you don't need to secure every baby, only the ones you don't want injured, right? Or on the floor. So definitely you do need to support the babies, especially the, you know, as you improve your duration of kangaroo care, because moms are sleep deprived. You know, we are terrified of holding sometimes. You give us a very comfortable chair. We produce oxytocin, the baby's stable, so the monitors are quiet and our adrenaline goes down. So we tend to fall asleep, which that's not good for the baby, unless the baby obviously is secure. One unplanned extubation, and I have the paper that I can send you. It costs the hospital between $30,000 and $50,000. The Zaki Zak is first and foremost a safety device. So if you go to your risk management department and you tell them that you are to offer evidence-based care, you have to move the babies out of their safety of their mattress. And then you have a solution for $70 that will prevent that. They're very, very happy to listen, because one unplanned extubation, like I said, is $30,000 to $50,000. One infant fall can be deadly, or at least millions of dollars of a lawsuit. You know, and then you don't provide, you know, the length of care and the duration for kangaroo care that you really want. So, but I can help you with that. Just definitely we can talk about it. Usually the risk management department usually are very open to classify it as a prevention for infant falls or patient falls, which hospitals usually have a department or a team that you know specializes on that specifically. Anything else? Yes, some hospitals are under medical device or durable medical device. Yes, definitely. Yes, Christina, I'll send you the paper. I'll send it to everybody. I'll send it everybody that joined. I'll send the paper to everybody. Anything else? I'm so happy that you guys came. Any other questions? I'm sorry I didn't see everybody, but I see everybody's names. Was it helpful? Let me, okay, I can stop the recording.